Hello and good evening. My name is John. We are playing Burly Men at Sea. As part of my Steam cleaning series, I go through every game in my Steam library eventually, then arbitrarily rate and or review them after a wee bit of playtime. Now, I don't quite know what this game is, but I think the game's at a random. I think I missed the first exact screen, but we opened up on this here line. Useless chart, grumbles the hasty one. Nothing on it but our own island. Map cast to sea without purpose. Must be more to it, argues the steady one. The brave one brightens. A mystery, aye! We're burly men and we're at sea. Folks in the village may know something of it. We should head back. Oh, I have control. Alright. So a little adventure gamey. Got a great look. I love that fire. Oh, no, didn't want to leave. Oh, I can squeeze the bread. Can I walk? Oh, that's such an interesting way of moving. Well, if it isn't the brother's beard, what can I do for you fellas? Steady Beard prepares to speak. The question is intercepted by Hasty Beard. Know anything about maps? We found one. Ah, I know normally one, exclaims Brave Beard. It's mysterious. The low-shaped woman... Low-shaped. Continues work silently for a moment, then pauses to look up. Mystery, is it? I'm afraid I'm not the imaginative type, boys. We're old friends, the old nerdy one and I, she concludes, returning to her work. I'm digging the soundtrack. A little wonky to move through the world, though. Burly men not at sea. The man glances up at their approach, then returns to his work with a grunt. Mind if we interrupt for a moment? Shouts Steadybeard. See, we caught something strange this morning, and thought you might know something of it. It's mysterious, adds Braidbeard. There's a brief pause as the man stops hammering. He grunts. They wait. It appears he has nothing further to add. Alright, the blacksmith does not engage. Not a super fan on moving around. If I click and drag to the edge, maybe it's a mobile thing. Their walk cycle is amazing, though. Go in the barn. Look at those chickens. Chicken. 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 Oh, he dropped an egg. Oh, that's so cute. Do we talk to the cow? Graybeard sidles over to the chewing cow. You wouldn't know anything about mysterious maps, would you, old girl? He pretends not to wait for an answer. Well, I didn't really expect much from the cow. Let's talk to the piper. A sea chart, eh? The young man shrugs. Can't say I know much about him, with these landlocked legs of mine. Old fella next door to the coffee shop might have answers. Three chairs, huh? Oddly convenient. You be wanting a drink and a seat by the fire, I expect. The man casts a dubious glance at the tiny stools before complying with a shrug. Behind them proceeds a friendly whirl of mechanical sounds. Is this the Burly barista at sea? The old man soon approaches with a steaming tray. Single origin espresso. Roast it myself, he declares. They stare blankly. He sighs. Coffee. Relaxing, the men sip cautiously, eyes widen. Now what'd you find? He chuckles at their stunned face. Observations, that all. Folks come in with questions and yours is plainly rolled in your hand. Teddybeer grins. Aye, then you are a man what we need to see. He unrolls the parchment between them. All lean in. The old men deliberate for a moment before speaking. Seems what you have here is a variety of maps that brings about adventurous deeds and heroic feats. Aye! Braybeard leaps from his seat and pounds Teddybeard on the back. There's nothing on it, remarks Hastybeard flatly, eyeing the old man. The old man grins at a skeptical look. Aye, it's worthwhile adventure that begins with the unknown. This map has tales yet to tell. What you're saying, it's a blank piece of paper and I need to fill it out? Is that what you're saying? He turns to walk away. Ho there! What sort of tales calls Braybeard? That depends, replied the old man, on what sort ye choose. He crosses the room, disappearing through the doorway behind the counter. Great Foley work. It sounds like they're all mouth sounds, but I really like it. Do we pay for the coffee? Teddybeard coughs awkwardly. Neat. Guess we'll be going then. Thanks for the espresso, he tries, but no answer. You know, the real treasure, Burly men at sea, are the burly men we met along the way. And the friends we made. Get on this boat. And we're off. Late title card. Burly men at sea. Burly men at C++. Burly men at C#. The end. Sea rats, remarks Hastybeard, squinting. What do you reckon they're after? Steadybeard frowns. I don't like it. Has a feeling of mischief about it. Mischief. Aye, grins Braybeard, loosening the sails. No! Oh. The end. Burly men in whale. It's dark inside the whale, and the men appear to be intact. A flickering ring of firelight cuts into the darkness before them. This can't be good. There's a burly man. Join us, friends. From whence do you come? Asked one of the nymphs. We were sailing for adventure and heroic feats when this colossal whale fellow scooped us up, explained Steadybeard. It's really very discouraging. Man can't properly have an adventure at sea indoors. Oh, sorry, not that right voice. See, when they put the name at the end, harder to recognize who's speaking. A man can't properly have an adventure at sea indoors, adds Braybeard. And be calm, friend. Imagine the wave. Become the wave, advises the second nymph. The others exchange mellow glances, nodding. Can't say I follow the sentiment in that remark, comments Hastybeard. But if he advises us how to hop off this vessel, be on our way. The great barnacled one brings us to a place we could not go ourselves. But those unwilling may depart through the fountain of the faithless, as the nymph gesturing sadly towards what appears to be a hatch. Our ship? She can't fit through that. Fear not. Once the great barnacle one reaches the place of promise, he will open wide the gate, that all may go as they came in. Either we escape with no ship, or wait for the creature to open his maw. The nymphs nod grandly. Time flows quickly in the contemplation of the great one's splendor. He who chooses the path awaiting is welcome here by the fire. Braybeard's face shows alarm. I think we prefer to look around first. The nymphs begin to sway. But all is darkness beyond the circle of the Great One's love. You must first seek the enlightenment of... Found it! Drops hastily grab a torch from the fire before them. What? There are achievements. They're all just hidden achievements. I was like, man, that's weird. I haven't gotten a... Go. Let's go. Ugh. Oh, so you that'll be our exit, Azura's hastily. Give it a tug. We aren't properly flotated, contends the nervous Braybeard. We can't go around tossing ourselves overboard without certain assurances. Rubbish, grunts Braybeard. Give me water and I'll teach it to carry me. Rah, 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 rah. The Tui. This is not going to end well. Give me water, he says, growls hastily. Well, we got water, all right, and to spare. Any other requests? Braybeard aims a fish at his head. Putting his head, City begins to resolutely swim. Land ho! Steadybear suddenly shouts. Land ho! Steadybear's sudden shout brings the company to a halt. An island. Oddly, they hadn't noticed it before. Unconcerned by this mystery, the men splash frantically towards it and clamber up, panting. Covering first, Hasty Beard stands surveying the bald hill around them. Not much to it, he observes, but it's dry land in any case. Aye, but what sort of island? Steadybeard bends to poke the ground with gives slight beneath his finger. 'Tis no rock nor dirt. He pokes it again. Turtle. Oh. Water begins suddenly to boil, the island itself shuddering in an ominous rumble. Braybeard leaps forward with a grin, dragging a terrified Steadybeard. This is the marking of a heroic adventure, or I'm a sea cucumber. Oh no! This is very cute. With the eager yell, Braybeard charges, launching himself onto the tentacle. Don't just stand staring, you blighted barnacles! Help me! Before they can act, another tentacle flies from the water behind them. All right. Are we tying them together? We didn't want to animate that. We did it! We've solved the squid puzzle. Oh, he's sad. As the whimpering creature tugs half-heartedly at his captured tentacles, Braybeard addresses it. Seems we've a bargain to make, beastie. You ferry us to safety, and in return we'll detangle this little predicament you got yourself into. What do you say? The creature gulps, giving a quick nod. Aww. Right then, let's be off, commands Braybeard, striking a leaderly pose. This is very cute. As the sun sets before them, the silhouette of a distant island comes into view. I should click. That'll do, beastie, over there, calls Braybeard to their steed. Eager to please, the big creature gives a nod, speeding ahead. Having released his tentacles, Braybeard pats the huge green head fondly and disembarks after the others. Aye, then, you're free to go. Behave yourself. Wish. Creature gives a salute and then disappears into the waves. He's very cute. The waterfall appears to lift from within, drawing the men as it cascades down the rock face. Beneath its roar, they can hear the faint sound of music. I bid you welcome, traveler, pronounces the man. Thou hast wandered far, but thy quest is now at an end. I will now bestow upon the gift long sought. Men exchange eager look. What might that be? Inquires Teddybear. The gift of... Now which materializes over the man's head. Music! That's a fiddle, observed Braybeer. Music! Repeats the man solemnly. Hastybeer gives an awkward cough. Very thoughtful of you, begins Teddybeer uncomfortably, but we aren't exactly of a musical bent, if you take my meaning. Confounded, the old man seems to have forgotten his raised arms. When he finally speaks, his voice is strained. Then why hast thou disturbed my solitude? The man shrugged. We'd be pleased to leave thou to it, he replies hastily. You got anything else here that floats? The glare, the old man snaps his fingers, and a raft appears in the water near them. Begone, and do not disturb me again. Again the waterfall parts, and the old man begins solemnly. I bid you... Ugh. Hast thou no hear my warning? So be it. Thus fate is sealed. An ominous rumble follows his word. The roar of the island sinks slowly into the sea, carrying all hands with it. Whoopsie doodle. I think I got the bad end. Ending 74. You drowned. Aww. Fish. Fish. I don't think I have control of anything. Narwhal! Save us, Narwhal! No, you're not going to save us, Narwhal. Jellies! Not going to save us, Jellies. This looks bad for our burly men at sea. Well met, bearded travelers. The voice is deep, musical. What is this, seahorse? Hello, stammers Braver awed. The certainty of the underwater speech only adds to the wonder apparent on his face. You've seen much this day, she continued. The men nod unnecessarily. Yet you have not seen all. She peers at each of them. Other paths lie untrodden behind you. If your hearts seek these paths, another day awaits. Hazybeard clears out nervously. Pardon my interruption, ma'am, but we're no longer at any vessel with which to seek them. Lost at sea, she was. Silvery laugh ripples through the water around them. You have traveled far without her, have you not? Do not be troubled. That which is lost may yet be found. May we meet again at the end of another path. Finding her glimmering head in farewell, the creature slips silently away into the darkness. And that is the metaphor, or the meta reason why the stories can continue and loop. Zoom. In the quiet that follows, the men find themselves sinking still. Kinda sad. Look at these crabs. Look at these cute crabs. Technically, this game is now Burly Men Under the Sea, but I guess that invokes something very different. Are you gonna walk without me? Do I have to keep looking? Okay, you're gonna walk without. Oh, we're just coming back on shore. Getting kind of surreal, I gotta say. For the birds. Puffins. They're very cute. Okay, little birdies. Oh, it's the moose. I kind of wouldn't mind seeing a full loop, but... Alright, there's a house. Hey, we're back in the coffee shop. Thought you'd find a way to that door eventually, old man greets them. Familiar has a way of making itself new when you look at it sideways. Never seen the part done before, I bet. Men shake their heads. Still have that map? He questions. Saber nods, slowly pass it to him. It's filled out. I see you managed to find those adventurous D's, and did you meet her? Aye, braver first of brothers to speak. Magnificent she was, like the Sejorm of old tales. She told us we have more to see. Aye, it'll be there when you're ready for another go. The old man gestures to the books. Those shelves are full of tales like yours, all with parts past left untrod. The twinkle in his eye. I even contributed a few in my time. See, continues, what's left unwritten in one story can fill others. If you have the inclination to sail again, have another look at the shelf. Burly Men at Sea, Saber released outside. Not a bad title, that. But what all the numerical business on the spine? How did... Here's a sly look. That's another mystery. Are you curious for it? And one last thing, continues the old man. I don't mind telling you now that I was one who sent your bottle to sea. Another to be tossed out for the next curious soul. Will you be the honors? Bloop. Art, animation. I didn't read fast enough. Programming, additional design. David Condorolora. Music and sound by Plied Sound. I'm assuming that's a company. If your last name is Sound and you use Soundword, that's a little on the nose. QA testing. Robert Migon. Localization, localization, localization. Special thanks. Ron Gilbert, Games Nest, Jen Shennercook. A Quiet Adventure by Brain and Brain. Brain and Brain, 2017. All right. That was one loop of Burly Men at Sea. I quite enjoyed it. I don't know if I'll play another loop right now because it's getting kind of late over here in my area, but this game is super charming and worth checking out and cute. Cheers.